Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler. Today I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons 5e and the rule of rounding down. You can find the rules for rounding down on page 7 of the player's handbook. When you divide a number in the game, round down if you end up with a fraction, even if the fraction is 1/2 or greater. The rounding down rule is a general rule and specific rules can override this. Remember, you can only round down a fraction. Don't round down odd numbers or even numbers. The rounding down rule usually comes into play when you divide a number by 2 or more. You can also divide character classes and class levels. Odd numbers create a fraction when you divide them by 2 or more, which is why we have the rounding down rule. The rounding down rule applies to spell and weapon damage. The most common application of the rounding down rule applies to damage resistance. Some monsters and character classes have damage resistance, which creates a fraction. This is when you have to divide the damage taken by 2. So as an example, if you are facing up against an air elemental has damage resistance to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning non-magical damage. If you do 5 points of non-magical slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing damage to the air elemental, it will only take half of that damage. And if you do 5 points, that's half, that's 2.5. You can't do 2.5 points of damage, so you round down to 2. So what happens if I do 1 point of damage to a creature that has damage resistance? Well, it's possible to come out with a 0 as a result when rounding down. You take the 1, you divide it, it comes out as half, and then you round down and you wind up with 0. There are exceptions to the rounding down rule. They are usually specified in the player's handbook. If they are not specified, they are usually not part of the rules. Arcane recovery is where you would round up. Another example is recovering spent hit dice after a long rest, where the minimum hit dice regained is 1 even if you are level 1. If you found this video helpful or informative, please share, like, and subscribe. Make a comment below if you have any questions about the rounding down rule, and I'll do my best to answer those questions. Until next time, keep rolling those 20s.